Hello students of class 8. Welcome to the online tutorial classes for Vidya Bhavan High Secondary School. This video is for class 8 life science and the chapter that I will continue today. It is the endocrine system in human and this video is the second part of that chapter. In the previous video, we learned about that what is endocrine gland and what is exocrine gland and about them. In this video, we are going to learn about the differences between the endocrine and the exocrine gland. Okay, so the differences between endocrine and exocrine glands. So let's check. Now we are going to learn about the differences between endocrine and exocrine glands. So you all know that endocrine gland means like who are ductless and exocrine are with duct glands. Those are usually secrete the hormones. Exocrine secretes the enzymes and endocrines are hormones. And this chapter is mainly for the hormones, but still we have to learn about the differences between the two glands. Okay, so the first one, according to the characteristics, I'm telling the first one is according to the definition. So, according to the definition, the endocrine gland are the specialized glands which release their secretion directly into the cells or the surrounding of the tissue. That means they are secreting in the mean of the cell, otherwise in the nearer part of the cell. That means in the tissues. Okay, and the exocrine glands are the glands which release their secretion through ducts. That means they are only carried by the ducts and then they are traveling to the target organ and then pour their secretion. Okay, so they are directly working on the target organ. So the second one is on ducts. According to the ducts that you know, the endocrine glands do not have any duct. So they are the ductless glands. And the exocrines have the ducts, and with the duct only the secretion is carrying. The third one is types of the secretion. The endocrine glands are secretes hormones and the exocrine glands are secretes enzymes. The hormones have the different roles in your body that you know that they have their specific or gland from where they are secreting and they have their specific functions what they are doing. And the enzymes also mainly work on the foods. Okay. The next one is according to the response time. The response time is slower since the secretion has to be carried through blood. Endocrine glands, which are secreting hormones, they are working little slowly because they don't have duct as well, and the response time is slower because these secretion first mixed with the blood and then it is traveling to the target organ and then the function happens. So that is why the response time is slow. But for the endocrine glands, the response time is very fast since the secretion is carried through ducts because the ducts are taking those particular exocrine enzymes to their target organs and they do their functions properly. So that is why the response time is much more fast. And the next character is duration of the action. That is, for the endocrine glands, they control long term activity of the target organ. As their response time is a little bit slow, but their action will run for longer. Okay, and obviously, a small change of the secretion can be occur of any diseases. So the secretion if increase or decrease, the both ways can be form any other new diseases and can be very dangerous for our health. And for the exocrine glands, their duration of action is control short term activity, because when the food came, they do their functions like the metabolic reactions. They broke down the foods into the simpler food. They broke down the complex food materials in the simpler form, and their function ended. So they control in the short term activity. Now, according to the function, or according to a response, that you can say that the endocrine gland secretion is very less. Their secretion amount, according to, if you are thinking, then the secretion is very less. But a very less secretion can be produce a big response. Okay. And as I told you, if there is any deficiency of that less amount of secretions, then also some diseases can be happen. As well, if the secretion is increased a little bit, then also it can be form any big diseases. So the both ways are correct. So we have to control that manner, that it must be secreted in the particular amount that cannot be produce any of dangerous diseases. Okay. And the exocrine glands, if you are talking about the secretion amount, they are pretty good secreting hormones, secreting enzymes. They are actually secreting in a large quantity, and it is mainly depending on the food, the what food are coming, and according to that only the secretions happens. Sometimes it increases, sometimes it decreases, but a small change in the amount of secretion does not form any diseases. Any deficiency or the excess diseases, excess in the amount, does not form any big diseases. That is the main point of this exocrine glands. Okay. So the next point will be the example. So from the pituitary gland, the growth hormone produced. This is also one endocrine hormone. From the thyroid gland, the thyroxine produced. From the pancreas, insulin and glucagon produced. From the adrenal gland, the adrenaline, noradrenaline produced. From the ovaries, the estrogen, progesterone produced. From the testes, the testosterone produced. These all are the examples of the endocrine hormones. And those pituitary, thyroid gland, pancreas, adrenal glands, ovaries, testes are the glands which are endocrine glands. And about the exocrine gland, I'm telling, so there are the many kind of the exocrine glands as well, like the salivary gland that secretes the saliva, the gastric gland that secretes the gastric juice, the sweat glands that is secreting the sweat, and many more. So this is are the differences between the endocrine and the exocrine glands. Students, I think you understood the differences. In the next video, we will discuss about particularly about the glands which are secreting the hormones. Okay, so let's check on the next video. Till then, thank you.